Philippe, it's quite a strange game today. It seemed like a dead rubber. Neither team much to play for in the league. Obviously, you couldn't move positions, but both teams still going for it. They ended up 3-3. How did you view it?
Yeah, so I think it was clearly not that rubber for both teams, and everybody went full. At the end, if you have 10 shots on target and 4 shots on target against, then you're disappointed with the 3-3. For sure, when you concede the goal in the last 2 seconds of the game. So it's important to take good lessons out of that. I think in big spells of the game, the boys showed really good things with, let's say, experimental team. No, today it was about making choices towards next week to see who can play how many minutes. Also in the changes that you make during the game, not making changes towards the game and making good changes for the game, but more towards next week to give them rhythm, or to take players out, not to take risks that they get injured and we get in more problems for next week. So I've seen a team who all been fighting all game long. It was disappointing to go 0-1 down, 1-0 down against the play, and we had good chances before to score the first goal. But the reaction second half was really good. We scored the 3 goals, and then it's a pity that you get these 2 goals against in the last 10 minutes.
In terms of in both boxes, you talk about the shots on target you had and the few you conceded, but it ends up 3-3. Does that almost sum up your season in terms of chances missed and then conceding whenever the other team?
No, because you make it really difficult that all season that we missed chances and we conceded goals. I think we were, maybe still are, I don't know. I didn't look at that, but a few weeks ago we were the team who conceded least goals when we were not with a full squad, but with more defenders than we are today. And we scored a lot of goals and a lot of games where we were efficient also. So it's too easy, and I know it's much more popular to make these announcements, to make everything black and white. There's much more gray, and there's much more gray going to white this season. If you see how many points the team took until now, despite all these injuries that happened.
See with the injuries you've got, Philippe, and the results previously against Celtic, what makes you believe that you can go and win that?
Because in one game everything is possible, and the 3 games we played against them, when I was here, we have a draw, we lose 2 times to 1 at Celtic Park, where we played with 10 a big part of the game. So it was every time really tight, and I know my players are going to go full in this last game to give the fans something extra, something special. So that's why I believe in it.
Does the fact that you had an experimental team out and made a lot of changes reduce your concern about conceding 2 late goals?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you said that you had an experimental team.
Yeah, of course. If Ben Davies stays at moment on the pitch, you probably don't concede, for example. And other things, players coming in different positions. So, of course, and it's also not that we give away 10 chances today. But Hearts was really efficient today. 4 shots on target and 3 goals.
Philippe, are you expecting to have any more players back available ahead of the game next weekend?
I hope. We will see. It was positive that Abda could take some minutes today, that Ritvan could take some minutes today. Can be, we will see if Leon Belligan can be fit again. I hope so. We're going to see this week what's going to happen. So in that way, it's for me difficult for the moment to plan this game, what will be your starting 11 or what changes you will make. I'm going to need to assess together with the medical staff and performance staff first who's going to be available for that game and for how many minutes.
Will John Lindstrom come straight back into the team, or is he going to have to fight for his place?
I never speak about my starting 11 before a game, so I will not do it now also. That's a little bit too easy for my colleagues.
Did you feel that you should have had a penalty early in the game? I saw that.
I didn't see the images back, so where I was standing, there was a clear pull on the shirt of Cyril. I don't know. You guys saw it, and what do you think? Do you have then an explanation why it's not a penalty? So yeah, that's disappointing then. That everybody has the same idea about that, and we see it from 50 meters, but it was not seen on the replay. But that's not my job to do, and I still stay fan of the VAR. I still stay fan of that. But if that's the case, then clearly the decision making should be better. But that's then a detail in this game. I expect then on Saturday that the decision maker will be very, very correct in all those decisions.
Philippe, for this week's game, are you going to give the players until Saturday morning to prove their fitness, or make a decision earlier in the week?
Oh, that's a difficult answer to give now, because I don't know the situation yet. What will be the week in that way? Maybe somebody will be fit on Friday to play some minutes, and I need to wait until that moment. So I cannot answer that for the moment. That's also the situation I don't like to be in, but that's the situation we are already in for a few weeks. And in that way, the team has been fighting and giving their best. Everybody, all squad, also the young boys, because I think we need to also put attention to the really positive things. If you see the last couple of weeks, how young boys came into the team, how young boys are growing, like Ross, today also with a really good goal. That was a player who last season, Ross, who trained 5 times with the first team in all season. Now he played already a lot of games. Pity that he was kicked off of the pitch for 8 to 10 weeks a few months ago, because he lost there a momentum when he was growing. But I see the best Ross coming back, and positive things also about Robbie, about Cole McKinnon, John Lee in the training. So we're working hard on that, and that's also a positive thing, I think.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.